If I was trying to lose fat and I wanted to order grilled, this is exactly what I'd order to save some calories.
One of the lowest calorie burgers on this whole menu is the sweet chili chicken, and it actually is one of my favorites too, genuinely. And you can get it on normal or traditional, and you might think, but what about low carb? Well, forget the low carb, because what happens when you put the low carb in is this. That's right, the fat goes through the roof. And the biggest thing that we're trying to reduce and manage when we're ordering is reducing fat. And it's not because fat's bad, it just has 9 calories per gram versus 4 calories per gram for protein and carbs, so therefore it adds up really quickly. It's kind of like spending your allowance really fast. The second option I'd recommend is the Zen Hen. This is actually my #1 favorite because I love the satay sauce. Now, if you've got a little extra calories to play with, you can swap in and out ingredients. So for example, if you wanted to lower these calories even more, I would recommend even getting the sauce on the side, because after a couple of mouthfuls of sauce, it doesn't really get any better, but you're adding hundreds of calories, or if you get the sauce separately, you can just spread it on yourself and just save so many. And this is what we're trying to do. We're just trying to manage all of these excess calories that don't really add up to making the meal any better. So this is where you've really got to customize the foods as you go through. Then, of course, we need some chips, if you've got the calories for them. Depending on the level and severity of deficit you're in and how many calories you might have saved for this meal, it might not be worth it to get the chips. But if it is, I'd definitely go for the snack size. And let's be honest, you get more with the snack size anyway. Every time I order the bigger size, they always skimp on the chips and they generally don't even fill it up. But when you get the smaller size, they fill it to the brim and then you get a little bit more. Which brings me to always overestimate. So when you're putting this in MyFitnessPal, I would always slightly overestimate it, because let's face it, the people in the kitchen are not doing this to the absolute gram macro-wise. So even though this website has all the calories, and a lot of now restaurants do, it doesn't mean that it's always going to be perfect. So if your goal is weight loss, you want to be more conservative and err on the side of keeping the calories low. And something that's even better is the sweet potato chips. And of course, sweet potato, well, I'm team sweet potato, so I think they're better anyway. But look at the fat compared to the normal. Again, you're saving calories, and that's what it's all about. Dip-wise, tomato relish dip. Look at this. Look at the fat amount in this tomato relish dip versus the mayo dip. And so this is where all of the calories are lost, and this is why you feel like sometimes I'm not eating that much food, but why am I still putting on weight? Well, it's all of these calories that are going untracked. And if you want to drink, I'd stick to a sugar-free diet soda. There's nothing wrong with these, especially in moderation, and they're going to save you a lot of calories and give you that same hit of flavor. Take whatever your fancy is, or if you like kombucha, then you can go that too. If you found this video helpful and you want to see more like this, let us know in the comments. Make sure you follow along and check out the next video for more tips about how to eat smart, but also lose fat and build muscle without the bullshit.